So today I am doing my 37-week bump date. 37 weeks is officially early term, I think is the term for it, something like that. And according to Ovia, it says that she is somewhere around 6-ish pounds and like 19-ish inches or something like that. So it's crazy. She's so big now and we're getting so incredibly close. We are now less than 2 weeks from when she's going to be here. So today I'm actually 37 weeks, 4 days. So this is a little bit late, but I still wanted to get it up. But the reason it's late is because James got home. I was so excited that he was able to make it back, and so he's gonna be here as long as it's not within the next couple days, because he actually just left again today to do some work stuff for a couple days or whatever, I don't know. So he has to go on another short trip. He's trying to get stuff done so that he doesn't have to leave within like the first couple weeks that she's born. So he's trying to knock out everything he can now, but I'm just nervous because I'm like, okay, I can't go into labor in the next couple days, which I don't feel like I'm going to, but you know, I'm just stressing about it for probably no reason. But yes, he's home, so it's, well, he's back in the United States, so it's been really nice to have him home, and knowing that more than likely he will be here when she's born is amazing. Okay, so as far as symptoms go for 37 weeks, the first one is just exhaustion, which I fully expect that at this point, but it is whipping my butt. I am dead tired all the time, and I feel like there's so much that I need to be doing, and I'm trying to really soak up this time with Jonathan, where he's still our only child, you know, and do things with him, because I know I'm not going to be able to do things for the first couple weeks with him very much because I'll be recovering from a C-section. So, you know, it's been hard trying to push myself to do these things, but I'm really trying to for him and everybody else's sake. And now that James was home, you know, we've been busy doing stuff, but I'm so tired and all I want to do is sleep. All right, this week my mood swings have been all over the place. Poor James, he comes home and his wife's like, what? I am just emotional about everything. I don't have very much patience, and I feel kind of bad, but I just can't help it. I think it's partially because I'm just hot and kind of uncomfortable and just pregnant in general. So yeah, I've been a little moody. I've also been a lot more hungry and thirsty this past week. I mean, I could drink ice water all day long, and I do, but just I need water, and I'm so hungry all the time, and I do get super moody when I'm hungry too. Since we have been busy doing stuff this past week, I have definitely noticed how much I'm feeling the extra weight in my feet and ankles and hips and back. Sometimes by the end of the day, I just, you know, I feel like I can't even get off the couch because I hurt. My whole body aches. But I had James blow up the big yoga ball thing today, so, and that always helps with my back. So I'm going to start sitting on that, kind of just rolling around, because that really does help. I have had quite a few contractions, and these the past week have started to feel a little bit different than just my normal Braxton Hicks contractions. It's hurting in my back too. It's almost like it wraps around. But I haven't had anything super consistent or crazy or anything that would make me want to rush to the hospital or anything like that. So they kind of just come and go, but they seem to be getting more intense and more frequent. Baby girl's definitely big, and I can tell. She is finally like all up in my ribs. And I think it's just because I have a really long torso for especially how short I am, and my babies tend to sit really low. Jonathan sat really low, she sits really low, but the past week, her feet have been inside my rib cage a lot. And that's not a good feeling, but I still dig all of her little movements that aren't so little anymore. Okay, this week my cravings have been chocolate and pizza. Both things that give me heartburn, but I don't care because, oh my gosh, I've wanted both of them so bad all week. I've had pizza a couple times and I've had chocolate probably about every day. So, not even sorry about it. Another exciting thing that happened this week, I got my prescription for my breast pump from my doctor. So, and I have TRICARE insurance through James since he's in the military, and I was blown away by how much they cover. I had a breast pump with Jonathan, but it got a little damaged. I dropped it a couple times, and I don't think moving it helped either. So I definitely needed another one, and TRICARE covers one for each new pregnancy anyway. So I ended up sticking with the same pump, the Spectra S2, which I love. I might do another review on it after I have her, just because I love it so much, and I've noticed that they've changed a couple things about it from my last review that I did. So yeah, I got that in, and not only did it come with the pump, it came with so many supplies, like tons of the shields and replacement tubes and just like tons of stuff, and then the whole Kindy system, which the Kindy system are bags that you can attach to the shield so you pump directly into the bag and can store it. It seems amazing, and I'm super excited to try it out. Okay, so on Monday I was 36 weeks, 6 days. It was the day before I turned 37 weeks. I had my doctor's appointment and he checked for dilation. I was not dilated at all, which was kind of surprising, but I wasn't. So nothing really exciting was going on there. But I did have some questions with him about delivery, especially because he just switched to a completely new hospital, so I don't know anything about this hospital or anything else. So my first question was, can we take a video of the C-section like we did with Jonathan? With Jonathan, we had to just make sure that we didn't get anything below the curtain, so nothing to do with the actual procedure itself, just of us. And that was allowed at our old hospital, but he said that he was pretty sure that they were not going to allow that at all at this one. He said they're very strange about it, but he was going to ask anyway. So more than likely, I'm not going to be able to get a video of that, which breaks my heart because, I mean, not only did I want to be able to show you guys, but I wanted it for us too. So I'm a little disappointed, but we're gonna make do with what we can do, and we can take pictures, so we'll at least have some pictures. Also, I asked if I could have a clear curtain so that I could watch the procedure, or at least when she comes out. And he was gonna check on the clear curtain. He said regardless, if I can't have a clear curtain, they'll drop the curtain when they're pulling her out so I can see. So I'm so excited, I'm so excited. Also, another thing this hospital is really good at that I asked about specifically is immediate skin to skin, because sometimes when you have a C-section that's not really an option, and it wasn't even where I had Jonathan. They didn't do that. So as long as everything looks good and all that stuff, they will put her immediately on my chest. So I'm glad that we will be able to do that even though we're having a C-section. The only other thing that I kind of wanted to talk about for a second, because people have been asking and asking and asking about the whole VBAC situation. And I mentioned it in one of my updates that my doctor wasn't interested in doing a VBAC with me, basically, and that's not saying anything bad about him. Some doctors just don't do them. They're not comfortable with them, and there's a lot of reasons why. And one of the main reasons is that, the doctor has to stay with you the entire time you're in labor if you're attempting a VBAC. And I mean, that can be a very long time, and I don't blame a doctor for not wanting to do that. I do understand that, they work for me, but at the same time, they have other patients. They do have a life, and VBACs are risky on top of everything else sometimes. So I'm not going to sit here and fight it. If that's not something he's comfortable with doing, I'm not going to push it. But I was talking to the nurse about it, and she said, if you go into labor before your C-section date, you could labor at home for a while and try to dilate more, and there could be an option of having a VBAC if you came in further dilated. So I don't know. I mean, I'm really not worried about it. I'm just going to hope and pray that everything goes exactly how it's supposed to go, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not I'm not gonna stress about it. As long as she gets into this world healthy and happy and we're all good, that's all I care about. Okay, but that's really about it as far as all that kind of stuff goes. The only other thing that's going on really is we just pulled all the baby like swings and rock and plays and all that stuff up out of the basement today, and I'm washing everything to get ready for her and set it up so we are ready to go, because now we're less than 2 weeks away and we need it all ready because she could come pretty much at any time. So I'm just so excited, and I don't know if I'm ready yet. But I mean, I will be, but I'm still trying to mentally get there. Like, okay, we are having a baby in 2 weeks or less. Like, it's gonna happen. But we're so excited. But yeah, that's pretty much it for 37 weeks. I will go ahead and show you my belly. Well, that's it for week 37. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm thinking about you, I'm praying for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.